Don't slam on the brake or we'll go right by.
First of all, Ben, welcome to RG.
Thank you very much.
And this is the extra 300L. We're going to be flying this a little bit later.
I'm excited, I've never been in something like this before.
I'll tell you a little bit about it. First of all, the body's made out of carbon fibre. It's over a steel chassis. We've got a 300 horsepower 6-cylinder Lycoming engine, and we've got a variable pitch prop. See how aerodynamic the aircraft is. If you look at the wing, it's the same top and bottom, so that means that it'll fly the same inverted.
This is carbon fibre, what are these for?
Well, basically on here we have like a coat hanger, and that gives you your angles. So when you're flying aerobatics, you'll know when you're in the, obviously when you're in the vertical, that'll be pointing straight down to the ground, and then when you've got the angles, that's 45, and, you know, vice versa. So when you're doing certain manoeuvres like half Cubans, pull it up into 45 degree, heels on the horizon, so invert and sort of pull through. And you can do all that by visual, just looking out the window at the horizon and where the.
And these have no weight on being carbon fibre at all.
I took them off because they were rusted due to it being here at Blackpool. As you'll notice, pilot sits at the back, passenger at the front. With everything in here that you could ever possibly want.
Do you usually fly this like day VFR then, not night, or any instrument stuff like that?
I mean, you can fly it instrument on instruments. But most flights in this aircraft are probably 30 minutes because you just put enough fuel in to go and do aerobatics. And then back on the ground.
How much does it burn an hour?
Right, well, you can set in the cruise. You can lean it off to sort of 50 litres an hour, and which is quite economical. If you want to do it full chat, everything forward, you're going to be burning 120 litres an hour.
Oh my days!
Yeah,
that's a lot.
You've got a cash machine in here, and you can
press
just see
a button.
You just see it sort of eating away.
The ailerons look absolutely massive, so like the full size of the wing. So
yeah, well that gives it. I mean, I think the roll rate's 420 degrees a second.
Wow. The registration number on this, does that come with the aircraft or?
No, before it was Golf Juliet Juliet India Lima, and I didn't look like a Jill, no, so I wanted something that were a bit more masculine and obviously fit in with the racing. So we found Golad, and obviously got the registration changed. When I first saw the aircraft, I weren't right impressed with the actual colour scheme. Off the photos it didn't look sort of appealing. I phoned up about another one that was for sale in Germany, and unfortunately that had gone, so this was the only other option that had done sort of low hours and was in the price range that I wanted. So I flew out, and then obviously when I saw it for the first time, I thought, wow,
I think it's amazing.
It's it's a great aircraft, great colour scheme. I don't think I'd even got in it and flown it. I just said to Marek, I want it, and sort of transferred the money there and then.
Some seats inside as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, I had the seats made.
Had you?
Yeah, before they were, you know, like old school seats.
Yeah.
Where they're just all plastic, and after a bit your bum goes to sleep after about 5 minutes. So I bought something with a bit of padding. So a friend of mine, Peter Elworth, he's an upholsterer, generally does sort of hotels and that sort of thing. So I got him over and said, what do you think, can you do out with these? And he said, right, okay. And then I made him go and find some purple leather and silver leather. And then Kaylee Walsh got the embroidery done for me. Really happy with him, nice and comfy, and my bum not need to sleep anymore.
So I notice there's no flaps on here. Do you have to operate the aircraft any differently with that?
Well, if you remember, if you go back to your training, obviously you're a pilot yourself, do flapless approaches. Well, it's pretty much similar to that. But the only thing is, obviously with this type of aircraft, is when you're coming into land on final, rather than coming in sort of on final, you'll start from a base leg, and obviously so you've got sight of the runway all the time.
Right, okay.
Because if you came in on final, you're in a nose-up attitude, obviously with the low speed, you can't see in front of yourself. So unless it's a really wide runway, then you're better off sort of starting on base, or whacking a load of rudder in and sort of side slipping so you can actually see down the runway.
Yeah. So what does the 04 mean? Did that come with the aircraft, or do you put it on yourself?
Well, 04 is our race number, and I actually raced 4, but I put the 0 in front of it, so we had it Dukes of Hazzard style.
Nice.
And basically we got given race number 4 because I had an RV4. And obviously I've kept the number when we got this aircraft, so yeah, that's our number. We're race 4.
Now you might be wondering exactly what's going on here. If you haven't already realised, this is Mark Hanson. He's a businessman with a passion for air racing and is also getting into competition aerobatics. Mark is based at High G at Blackpool. I was talking to Mark one evening at High G and he invited me along on this trip, which is an air-to-air sortie to get some photos of his aircraft with a new call sign. Although this isn't an aerobatic detail, we did manage a couple of wing overs and aileron rolls.
Right, listen, you need to keep your feet off the pedals. Yeah, you see the white bar in front? Yeah, it's like underneath the tank. Yeah, if you keep your feet on there during takeoff and landing, yeah? Right. So I've got all control of the rudders, yeah?
I also learned that Mark is trying to break the world record for the number of takeoff and landings in an hour. This is all being done for charity, and before we got airborne he told me a little bit more.
I wanted to do something a bit different and try and get myself a world record. Basically, you know, I want my kids to be proud of me, and I want to do something that I enjoy, which is flying, and obviously incorporate that with a local charity, which is Pendleside Hospice. And I mean, the guys there do such a wonderful job for people with sort of end of life caring and, you know, looking after people basically at the worst times of their life. I know they help out with loads of different things that they do for people, you know, helping them in the home and what have you. And I just really wanted to give some money back to them, you know, and raise some money for them.
Probably a bit different to takeoffs that you've experienced before then. Yeah. We're going to get up in the air quite a lot quicker and a lot more power on the runway. It'll feel like you've got the handbrake on in a PA28. Okay, there's some checks. Here's the car. Rotate the rock. 2 times. Okay, there's your handles. Power back on. Check the mags. Left. Right. Got full of free movement, they're secure, yeah? And I'm under secure. Trim set. Oh, this is good. Temperature's coming up. Happy days. We've got full of free, yeah? Full of free? Yeah.
Golf Oscar Juliet ready for departure. Golf Oscar Juliet, call 0450 via taxi record right up runway 28. Line up on right, runway 28, squawking 0450. Golf Oscar Juliet.
And Golf Alpha Delta's ready in turn.
Golf Alpha, hold position, squawk 0450.
All positions 0450, Golf Alpha Delta.
Golf Oscar Juliet, right turn out, runway 28, clear for takeoff, 320 V6.
Cheap floors,
Takeoff, clear for takeoff, Golf Oscar Juliet. Golf Alpha Delta via Echo, line up 28.
Via Echo, line up runway 28, Golf Alpha Delta.
Right, my Hanson feet are clear. I'm all strapped in. I'm flying. So what speed do we rotate at?
What's your normal? I'm just a normal.
You can't just fly themselves off the runway, tail dragon.
No, it ain't. Are you secure?
Golf Alpha, right turn out, right clear for takeoff, 320 V6.
Right turn out, clear for takeoff, Golf Alpha Delta.
Ready? Like that?
Yeah, clear, everything clear.
Oh my god.
Power! Gonna tail off.
Airspeed's definitely alive.
Don't want to get like 80 knots. About there. Off the ground. Keep it water.
That's some G. Bloody hell. Now that's a performance takeoff mark. So was that positive in the pull of about 3?
Basic service. Basic service, Golf Oscar Juliet. Golf Alpha Delta, likewise basic service.
Basic service, Golf Alpha Delta.
You certainly have some roll rate.
Yeah, quite a bit.
got Gervais at 1 o'clock, half a mile. Just on our 12 now. A bit murky. There they are.
There's one thing you'll notice in this flight, which is how well Mark and Gervais operate their two individual aircraft together. That's because Mark has been air racing for a few years, and Gervais is now his navigator. I don't know much about air racing, if anything to be honest, so before we got airborne I had a quick chat with Mark and Gervais just about how it works.
I have a navigator that navigates for me, Gervais Henderson, and it's really made a difference to my flying. It's took the pressure off me in the cockpit. I can do other things. He keeps an eye on the airspeed for me. Let's say we're going into turns. Sometimes what I was finding was that I was bleeding a lot of airspeed off in turns, basically because I'm looking out the window to see if there's any other aircraft about. Obviously that's my priority, not to hit another aircraft. You've also not got to lose any height in the turns. If I'm pulling quite hard going into a corner and my airspeed's bleeding off, Gervais is shouting at me, whoa, 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 you know, you're bleeding airspeed off.
Navigating, you know, kind of sharing the workload, picking waypoints and checking speed, checking altitude. The distance of the actual race is usually around the 100 nautical miles limit, so they balance the laps and the turning points, so you can have anywhere between 3 and 6 turning points and you know, anywhere between 3 and 5 laps.
And the idea of air racing is to fly the shortest track in excess distance wise, and also fly as fast as you can up to your handicap speed.
Fly to about 500 feet, you look for the first turning point, which is like kind of a waypoint. After that you look for the second waypoint and you fly around the course. It's a number of laps, anywhere between 3 and 5 depending on the, you know, the length of the laps.
And having Gervais in there helps me keep a good track, because he keeps an eye on that. Lets me keep my eyes out the window and fly the aircraft basically, and he sort of shouts at me, I shout back at him, and I win. And we just carry on flying.
The whole thing's the best. It's, you know, the camaraderie in the cockpit, talking to each other, getting excited, getting depressed when things go wrong, you know, and there's a good dynamic between Mark. We're very different people, but you know, we really, you know, enjoy each other's company. Sometimes we get on each other's nerves, but you know, we settle down and, you know, it's all talking to each other and, you know, having fun.
I tell you what, the view in the canopy is absolutely fabulous. You can see everything. That's the idea. Is it really light on the controls, or is there a lot of feedback?
Just put your hand on it.
Put my hand off, yeah. Oh, it's nothing, is it, on an input? Yeah, very little input.
Golf Alpha Delta, request change frequencies to 123.45.
Golf Alpha Delta, request report.
Rotor, Golf Alpha Delta.
Surprisingly, Golf Bravo November Oscar Juliet, approaching Filling Sands, also requesting frequency change to 123.450.
Okay. So what sort of speed does this cruise at? Oh, 160. What's that, 160?
Are you on frequency?
Golf Oscar Juliet, on frequency.
Okay, I'm just heading towards Filling Sands now. Obviously you're a little bit behind me, so I'll do a big orbit to the right and then I'll come up behind you.
Roger that. I'll approach Filling Sands. I can see it now. Once I'm near Filling Sands, I'll turn right and come back round.
Hey, firm.
The view's epic in this. I love having such good visibility. I'm visual with them now.
If you just keep on your track there, keep it straight and level, I'm going to come down below you and then I'm going to come up on your right wing.
Confirm that, Golf Oscar Juliet.
Okay, 200 yards behind you.
Roger.
50. Right. Coming up underneath from your right.
Roger.
Did your G tolerance build up over time?
Can you not say that?
No, I can take that. I like a bit of G, me. What's that, about 3?
No, that was 4.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, Jerv, if you want to turn to right and then 90 degrees, and then I can come up on your right hand side again.
Where are you now?
I'm right on your 6, buddy.
Right.
Coming out of the sun from behind.
What I'll do is I'll try and get a little bit in front of you before I pull up this time.
Roger that, okay.
Okay, keep straight and level at that.
Straight and level, Golf Oscar Juliet.
Okay, we're on your 6 and we're going to be coming up shortly.
Roger.
We're on the right hand side.
Right hand side, Golf Oscar Juliet.
There we go.
What was that, 5?
No, only 4.
What's this limit to? 10. Bloody hell.
I'm on your left.
Roger, Golf Oscar Juliet.
Okay, I'm going around right.
Visual on you now, Golf Oscar Juliet.
I don't know, work out trying to hold this camera up. Where is he now, Mark?
Hell no, that.
Oh, visual.
Okay, coming up on your right.
Coming up on my right, Golf Oscar Juliet.
Like a workout this on your body, isn't it?
Yeah.
You find your...
Okay, coming across your front.
Coming across my front, Golf Oscar Juliet.
I can see what you bought there.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
How does it compare to your RV you had?
Oh, totally different.
Just passing beneath now.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, I'm going to slow it right down and I'm coming down to your right.
Okay, I might turn in a minute, so let me know what you want to do.
If you're going to turn left, I'll go here.
Okay, let me know when.
Whenever you're ready.
Turning left, Golf Oscar Juliet.
That's not a turn.
We're quite heavy, to be honest. Someone asked us to filter fuel.
I'm going left and coming around you.
You have quite strong neck muscles.
Are you alright for an aileron roll?
Hey, sir.
Okay, we're coming across here on your right, and then we're going to do an aileron roll.
Roger, go for it.
Don't slam on the brake or we'll go right by.
On your right now.
Very nice, Mark. I like a bit of aero.
Cameraman passing.
Okay, going left.
Where's he now?
Yeah, an hour left. Got you on your 6.
My 6, go for it.
I just want to make Top Gun jokes. What we're doing this time, same again.
No, we'll do a wing over. Now we're going to cross over your top.
Roger that, coming over my top, go for it. Too far back for us to see, go for it.
Spin her around.
How many hours a week do you fly then? Because, to be honest, I do it every night.
Yeah, well, but it costs 500 quid an hour to fucking run it.
Is that how much fuel it takes?
Yeah, there it is.
I'm going to turn to come north because otherwise you'll be in the cloud.
Yeah, I've got you. I'm on your left. I'm going to cross over behind you.
Yep, visual on you.
Okay, I'm on your right.
Visual. Any requests from anyone?
What about some photos if we come in formation?
We're just going to come alongside you and see if we can get some photos, low speed. You can go as fast as you can, please.
Left hand side or right hand side?
Right hand side.
Power's on.
Set handbrake off.
Confirming right hand side.
I'm struggling to catch you, Gervais, it's that fast. Coming up on your right.
You find formation quite easy to do?
Well, yeah. Not really a formation, is it? I'm flying around it. Okay, we're just right behind.
Okay, I'm going to slow down now. That's nice, that's very nice.
That's enough for one night, I think, chaps. Are we changing back to Blackpool and heading back?
You're back to Blackpool then.
Blackpool approach, Golf Oscar Lima Alpha Delta, overhead Fleetwood, ready for rejoin.
Delta Lima Alpha Delta, report east of the Toll Tower for 28, QFE 997.
999 hectopascals and east of the Toll Tower, Golf Alpha Delta.
Yeah, the QFE is 997 hectopascals.
997 hectopascals, Golf Alpha Delta.
I couldn't hear him.
I couldn't.
Bravo Mike. Also back on frequency, Golf Bravo November Oscar Juliet, and on 997 hectopascals. Golf Bravo November Juliet, right to report east of the Toll Tower for runway 28, should be correct. Report east of the Toll Tower, Golf Oscar Juliet.
Well, would it be possible to do a couple of turns just to get a little feel for it?
Right. The thing is with this aircraft, if you go to that,
Yeah.
it'll fucking go like that.
Okay.
Alright? So
Yeah.
just very gentle movement.
Very gentle.
Okay, you've got control.
I have control. I can see what you mean. I mean, this is absolutely no control input.
Yeah.
And imagine the stick goes a lot further than what I'm touching.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, do you almost fly with your hands on your knee? Like on your leg?
No?
No. Just come left and right just a little bit more. I can't believe how sensitive the controls are. It's absolutely amazing.
Okay, I've got control.
Yeah, control.
Right, so I mean it will.
It will do that.
Oh, I mean that's nothing, is that? When we'll go up again, and when we've got less fuel in, we can do some arrows in it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, approximately fine, fuel's rich. Still got wing tent selected. Golf Alpha Delta east of Blackpool Toll Tower.
Golf Alpha Delta, report final landing correct.
Wilco, Golf Alpha Delta. You said report final, I'm sure it is.
Final.
Try and slow the pig down.
Is it easy to slow down or you have to work for it?
No, you have to. I mean, you will slow down if you just slip the nose up. Any aircraft will slow down if you slip the nose up
Yeah.
on angle. So we want to be on 90 knots now on base.
90 knots, and then what's the profile for the landing? What's
So
the...
80 knots
Yeah.
until threshold and then dancing on the pedals.
My feet are clear the pedals. I mean, it feels really slow this now, doesn't it? You know, the profile from a cruise to this goes really high.
Yeah, well, I mean the thing is, this is full speed in PA28.
Yeah.
As you can see, we're on 90 knots.
Oscar Juliet, east of the Toll Tower.
I mean, I'm quite tall and I'm only just...
Yeah, you won't see anything.
No.
We'll start our final for the base leg.
2. Report final number 2, Golf Oscar Juliet. Golf Alpha Tango, Sculpture 450, you need to backtrack from there. So 450 and that's negative Golf Alpha. Golf Alpha Tango, right turn 8, contact record, right turn 8, take care for takeoff, 350 left on 5. You take away the right turn at Golf Alpha.
Golf Alpha Delta's final for runway 28.
Alpha Delta, continue approach 1 lining up to departure.
Continue approach, Golf Alpha Delta.
So can you see quite a lot more in front now, or is it still a bit...
If you can just
Tango
bang on.
from Tango Golf.
Golf Alpha Delta, no visual with the aircraft in front.
Golf Alpha Delta, runway 28, clear to land, 360 left.
Looks like Golf Alpha Delta.
got to say, Mark, that was an absolute experience. Thank you very much for that.
Golf Alpha Delta for taxi.
Golf Alpha Delta, taxi, Delta Bravo.
Delta Bravo, Golf Alpha Delta, that's taxi.
Officer Juliet, on line over the next confirmation. Officer Juliet, 1 on land after 36, 360 and land after, Officer Juliet.
I bet you there's that great now as well.
I bet he did.
It's fair to say the Extra 300 really impressed. It's been a long time since I've done aerobatics. Mark was brilliant to fly with, and I'm really thankful to him for inviting me along.
Well, that was an experience.
Don't forget to check out his Just Giving page, and if you want to find out more about Mark, look in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Comment below, subscribe for more, and hope you look forward to more like this soon.
Let's see, get out of this.